Hey there, you listen to Coombs Café podcast. This is episode 4 of season 6. I'm your host, Aaron Coombs. I'm with Marky Mark and the Funky, no, just you. Marky Coombs, how you doing?
Good.
It's been 2 months, well, a month and a bit since our last episode, and here we are. I just got back from Fogo, can you tell by my tan?
Yeah, Tropical Fogo.
Tropical Fogo. Got the palm trees on. Little palm trees.
Fogo.
Fogo. There was a pogo stick at the playground.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Was it like everyone gets to use it, or was it like a private stick?
I'll show you right here. This is Kalani on the pogo.
Oh, okay, yeah, you showed me that picture. I remember that.
All right. So, how you doing? How you been? What's going on here? Good. You excited for the game tonight?
The game that's currently on. It only started. We're missing some of it.
We gotta hurry this up then, I suppose.
No, don't rush it. Make sure we have a good podcast.
Okay.
No pressure.
Let's just start right in there then with the music, because, I'm listening to all the good beats. Music. Reggaeton.
Did you...
salsa. Mumba.
Did you follow it? Did you do any of your homework that I asked you to do?
No, of course not. You talk about
No, okay. What's anything new you're listening to?
Not quite, no.
You started with the straw category.
Because I know you want to talk about music.
Well, of course, there's another King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard album, the 27th album.
Say it 3 times.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
He done it.
And it's called Phantom Island. I just actually ordered the vinyl today, and it's pretty kick-ass. It's got like a psychedelic feel to it, and I recommend. I've listened to it a few times now. This title track is badass. It's one of the singles. Did you listen to any of it at all? I think you listened to one of the singles. It's like one of the last tracks on the album.
I'll give it a listen later on.
We'll do a listening party when I get the album.
Put it on the turntable.
For sure. And then the other homework you didn't follow was the 2 Clips singles. You heard one of them. I made you listen to one of them.
Of what?
The new Clips songs. Pusha T and Malice, the rappers, the Pharrell beats.
I think I listened to one of them. Yes.
Yeah.
I do like Pharrell. So.
And the upcoming album will be out soon. It's gonna have Nas, Tyler the Creator, and John Legend's gonna be on the track.
All of him is gonna be on the track.
Back in the day, John Legend did have some cool tracks with Kanye, though, I had to say. And he had a track with Common that was cool, too. Though I'm not the biggest John Legend fan. Oh, we're just going to talk about Kanye for an hour now.
No.
But the big theme music was the Black Sabbath Ozzy last show there the other day. And I got to see some of the openers. I seen some of the Sabbath. I didn't see the full.
You see Jack Black?
Yep. And it made $190 million for charity.
Nice.
The tool set was awesome. They covered a Sabbath song. They did 46 and 2 and Enema. And the Metallica was sick. Metallica did about like a 20-minute set.
Young Blood. What else was there?
Guns N' Roses.
Aerosmith.
Guns N' Roses. Was it members of Aerosmith or the whole band?
I'm not sure.
I think that was one of the super groups. I don't think it was Aerosmith.
And Guns N' Roses next.
Guns N' Roses did 4 Sabbath songs, but I didn't make it through one because Axl's voice. The band sounded good, but Axl's voice is off.
After all that screaming over years,
He used to have the best voiceover. Well, I guess he's not taking care of it and stuff over the years.
No. I'm surprised Buddy from Aerosmith could still sing. Can he? Or is his voice kind
of... Well, when he was here, I thought he was pretty good, but it is a bit shot, obviously, from being at it for over 50 years. But I think he's close to retiring for good now.
Mm-hmm.
And Ozzy, so Ozzy, that's it for the Sabbath. Ozzy anyways.
Sad, he got Parkinson's and all that, but he did a good show and was on his throne.
Yeah, it's cool.
Prince of Darkness. No bats were harmed in the making of the video. So that's good. And as for all my albums I've been listening to, Spanish beats maybe.
Well, even that, is there anything new? Anything new? Just the same stuff?
Just the same old. A little bit of Florida Georgia was it?
Florida Georgia line. Are you serious? Are you okay? Anyways, let's switch it up with them because
All right, let's switch it to
Matthew McConaughey. Movies. Okay, a lot of movie talk.
What movies have we seen lately together?
We haven't seen anything together lately. It's probably earlier than last month. We watched movies together.
I seen Stitch. That wasn't you. That was my baby.
You mean Lilo and Stitch the remake? Okay.
Is the beast. Not the beast. Did good in box office though. It beat Frozen. I think so. Let's talk about real movies.
It's not fair to say, but what did that offer? That remake? What did that offer as a movie? As it's making the same movie over again.
Sentimental time with my daughter. Watch a full video sitting down in theater. She made it through, even though the first part of that movie and the cartoon, she's like, scary. She went to God with all the eyeballs.
So would you consider yourself a Disney adult?
Oh yeah.
Okay, now let's get into the movies now. Start with the latest. I'll go from latest and go backwards. Bring Her Back. It's from the director of Talk to Me. It was a possession horror. Sally Hawkins starred in it. She was really good, and the rest of the cast is mostly youth, and it's an Aussie movie. Like I said, same guys that Talk to Me, so you get that kind of like possession feel. Like it's not a sequel, but it's in the same world as Talk to Me. So it's a really creepy possession, really well done, good acting. I definitely recommend it. You get spooked if you like spooked.
Are we allowed to talk about Talk to Me, or don't ruin that one either?
What?
There's a hand.
Oh yeah, Talk to Me. You don't want to ruin, but you talk about how it was like from the contacting the other world where when they're like stuck between the Earth and afterlife.
Is it A24?
No. A24, yeah, they're both were A24.
Asian great movies.
And then the next one, another Aussie movie, The Surfer. Aussie. Like Australian, bro. Yeah.
Oh, Aussie.
Am I not saying it right?
No, but I'm thinking Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, no. I'm like he makes movies now?
I think I'm speaking clearly.
Anyway. No, because Rob Zombie makes movies. Like Ozzy's making movies now. Horror movies?
I don't think he's making movies. No,
he probably could though. Okay.
He was in a couple movies in the '80s, a couple of random horrors. But the second one's also from Australia. I'm going to talk about is Surfer. It's an Australian movie starring Nicolas Cage.
Also A24?
No. It's an Australian movie. But I know A24 was Australian movie, but this one was different. This was like, so this is Nick Cage, and basically the setup is he's him and his son show up to surf, and they say locals only in this area, but he's looking to buy a house there because it's where he grew up before moving to the States. Before I don't know the other reason or anything else, but it's pretty free. You get a bit of Rage Cage in there. It was a pretty good thriller.
Is it psychedelic, or should we even say?
Oh yeah, there's kind of like psychedelic parts. You can say that. You can say the elements and stuff.
Is it more like where's the beef, or is it like that's my favorite shirt kind of Nicolas Cage?
I've never seen the Beef movie, but you said that's more of a silly movie. This does have a couple of parts that are funny, but overall, I think this was a good thriller.
I do love them.
I'd recommend it,
even the silly ones.
And then back to the A24, Friendship.
Never seen it.
With Paul Rudd.
I do love
and what's the dude's name? Ted Robinson? What's the guy from I Think You Should Leave? What's his name? We can find it now. Something Robinson. Anyways, his name escapes me. But Paul Rudd, of course, you know. And
the Forever Young Man.
This is like first comedy I've seen in a while, new comedy, and it's kind of like really awkward, or maybe the most awkward comedy ever.
Like
but
strange, funny, or like weird,
awkward.
Like awkward, like this conversation right now with me and you.
Yeah, awkward or like, podcast.
That's kind of strange.
Okay, so those didn't sound that different. Those two things, but as awkward as that's how you'd feel the way that the Robinson dude interacts with Paul Rudd's character. Basically, it sets up is they kind of become neighbors. Then they start hanging out, and then they stop hanging out pretty quickly, and a bunch of stuff happens, and Totally worth checking out. Paul Rudd's awesome. The dude's hilarious.
Did you ever chuckle?
I had a good laugh. Pretty funny. But I said it very awkwardly. But, yeah. So that's another one. That's another one you'd like for sure.
Mm.
And then we're going to get to one that we both saw. Final Destination Bloodlines.
Yep.
What'd you think?
Good. A little flashbacking. I don't want to give out too much information, but...
You can talk about it though, bro.
I don't want to say what happened, especially...
You know, you can talk about it though.
Good.
A lot of Easter
Good scenes.
A lot of Easter eggs for the past movies, right? So you're going to get a lot of references. Tony Todd's final scene, final movie. So it was cool to see him. And so, I don't know, bro, about you, but some of the CGI was a bit silly to me. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of turned from some of the CGI. But overall, it was some pretty cool kills.
Yeah.
Deaths, I guess you would say.
Indeed, I agree.
I'm glad that when we saw together, it's like we talked about less than the ones that you never saw. Anyways, then after that, I'm talking about I seen the Shrouds, the new David Cronenberg. So what's Tuesday? I think it's Sam Castle, the French actor, but you'll look it up. Anyways, that's him, and Guy Pearce is in it. Mm-hmm. He plays his former brother-in-law, and basically it is his wife dies, and he sets up this great where you can watch like them deteriorate after they die, and like these technology graves, and then that gets vandalized, and this whole thing happens, and it definitely it's very cerebral and a personal film by Cronenberg. Probably not for everyone, but if you're a Cronenberg fan, definitely check it out.
So it's horror or thriller? Or...
It's horror, and it's a bit more psychological than usual. It's kind of a body horror in a way, but it's a bit more psychological. I recommend. I mean, if you definitely, I don't know. That's the one I don't know if you'd like it, but I think if you're a Cronenberg fan, there's nothing like that in it. It was pretty cerebral.
Okay. Is it like what was that movie scene? The Substance.
No.
Like Body Like That, no?
It's kind of like that, but not like in that extreme way.
All right.
But David Cronenberg is classic. I love Guy Pearce. It's great ever since Memento. And then a movie I've seen on Joe Bob that was recent. Excuse me, burping. Was Dark Match. It was from the director of Wolf Cop. He's from Saskatchewan. This was from Alberta. The last one was Canadian too, of course. Cronenberg from Ontario. So these are back-to-back Canadian movies. This one is set up where these wrestlers are invited to this wrestling event that they're told was a dark match that's not being taped, but it is being taped. And not to give too much away, but it's kind of like a revenge match thing where the people wrestle to the death. Oh. And Chris Jericho plays the main like villain in the movie. It's pretty cool. It was pretty dark, pretty violent movie. And if you like horror and wrestling, this is a good one for you. I think you might like it. You're not a big wrestling guy, but it was pretty entertaining.
I've seen that Zac Efron movie.
And then next
Sinners.
Want to skip the Sinners and go back? Okay.
So even on the list.
Yeah, we'll do Sinners and we'll go back.
We've seen it together.
We didn't see it together, but we've both seen it.
Yeah.
You sat on the boat.
You were there in spirit.
In spirit. We had a Ouija board.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of Sinners?
Good.
It was probably one of the best horror movies of the year, if not the best one. Your whole review is good. We finally get to another one we were seeing, and we talk about less than the ones where you don't see them.
You know how Buddy tells Pizza 7.6? You're like, that's it. That's a good number.
You thought it was just good.
All right, as a number, 8.7.
Okay, so it got a lot of comparisons to Dusk Till Dawn, but I think it did its own thing. And did you like the culture aspects with the blues and that kind of thing?
Oh, yeah. And,
of course, it got Michael... Is it Michael B. Jordan?
B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan plays twins.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of like criminals. And they set up this night kind of bar that they get from this Klan guy. And it gets deeper into this as it goes on. And vampires show up that night. We'll just leave it at that. But it's pretty good action packed from the guy that directed Black Panther and Creed. Of course, Michael B. Jordan yet again. I thought it was excellent. I thought it was really good.
You give it a what out of 10?
What out of 10? I have a 9 out of 10.
Ooh,
That was pretty solid. It was. I'm glad you talked about so much. Your review was good. We finally get another movie. You talked even less about it.
I'm a strict reviewer, man.
You're a real Roger Ebert.
He don't like horror movies, though.
No, he doesn't. He probably liked this one, though.
So I gave it a good.
Predator, Killer of Killers. It's animated film. It's on Disney Plus. It got a lot. It's follows 3 different timelines of predators attacking different ones. There's like Predator versus a World War II fighter pilot, Predator versus like a samurai. It's pretty cool, and there's like there's a lot of different Easter eggs from past Predator movies too, in that as well, and the really good action scenes. And you don't have to worry about the bad CGI like they had in Prey. So they overall they did have some cool CGI, but they had some really bad. Like that cow scene was really bad, and the new Predator looks like it's got really bad CGI. And the Predators themselves do not look cool.
Is that like a cartoon drawing or 3D version, like 3D animation?
It's like
newer
animation, yeah, but it was good. It was good action animated, and it didn't pull any punches. It was definitely more adult oriented. It's not for I don't think Kalani and Isabella are gonna watch it
like
soon.
Spawn cartoons.
Yeah, definitely. And we got 2 more.
2 more movies. That's the longest movie list ever.
Yeah, I told you.
They better be.
I was like, okay. Good. I was like, you gotta stay positive during the movie section. We've got so much to talk about. Then we get to the ones where you do see and you say good. But anyways, good. Mickey 17, another movie where there's twins. Robert Pattinson played different clone of himself, an original version of himself.
This one where he keeps dying.
Yeah, and he keeps different versions, and he finally meets Mickey 17, and he bonds with him, and it was cool. It's like a science fiction. It's from the guy that did Parasite. I've never seen Parasite, the Korean director, but this was an American movie. So Robert Pattinson. It's worth checking out.
And if you think he's just good for Twilight, grow up.
Are you okay?
He does more than just glisten.
Over the last 10 years, he has done a lot of different cool roles. And the last one, movie I'm going to talk about, not the last one, these are all the new movies I've seen, was Death of a Unicorn. Yeah, but this is one we'll end up strong now. Death of a Unicorn, A24 movie, another A24 movie with Paul Rudd and Jenny Ortega. What did you think?
Fantastic, but the CGI of the horse could do a little upwards. But it's a unicorn. So how many unicorns have I seen?
I think the feel of the movie, I didn't mind that kind of CGI for the way it was, because it was a bit more fantastical. And not that the Predator is not fantastical, but you know what I mean. And it didn't really get that good of reviews, but I thought that both the leads were good. And I think the rest of the supporting cast was good too.
Speaking of CGI, we haven't seen it yet, but the new Jurassic Park. Do you find that the animatronic Jurassic Park versus the CGI? Have we talked about that before? Probably.
Do you like real dinosaurs? Do
you like the real dinosaurs? I like the animatronics, like the robotic ones.
Yeah.
And just put a little bit of wetness on them.
I'll probably watch the new Jurassic Park, but there's no way it's going to be good. But I like the last one, and it wasn't good. And this one's going to be slightly better than that one, but we'll see what happens.
Is Chris Pratt in it? No.
No, this one with ScarJo's in it, of course.
She's like the highest paid female actor.
She's the most money-making female actor.
She's the money-maker. Okay. That's your girlfriend. She's married. She's married.
Colin Jost from SNL.
Yep.
So there we go. We went through the movies. The highlight was when you said that movie, that Sinners, was good.
Good?
It was like one of the best horror movies of the year.
It's pretty good.
Let's go into shows.
Shows.
And Kill Tony. Have you watched Kill Tony lately?
No, but we have seen a guy from Kill Tony.
We'll get into that in a second. So in the recent one before Kill Tony, the 11-year-old got up and he got the golden ticket. And he's going to be performing at Madison Square Garden. And the latest episode, Adam Ray does an impression of Tony Hinchcliffe that I'm looking forward to seeing. And while you're gone, Jimmy Carr hosted the episode, and it was hilarious. One of the best episodes. He's so great. He's so quick, right? And he's funny. But yeah, we saw the Kill Tony 2024 panel guest of the year, Harlan Williams in St. John's.
At a school.
Yeah. Holy Heart.
Was that good?
I thought it was hilarious. There was times when I was crying. It was so funny. It's pretty good.
It was awesome, yeah. He's quite off the beaten track. He did a lot of good crowd work. I like that the best, and he really made everybody laugh. It was good. This episode's called Good.
Don't you dare. Stop saying things are good. Even if they are good, it's fine. But at least, you know. But it was a great night. It was a great little trip. It was a one-day trip. And he was hilarious. And he definitely, he's all over the place. And, of course, people know him from Dumb and Dumber, Half-Baked, Rocket Man.
Yeah. And Kill Tony.
Kill Tony, of course, yeah.
And
how about you watch any other shows?
Cooking shows, maybe? Nothing new, no.
No, okay. Let's go to sports then.
How about them Jays?
Jays are doing great. They're 53-38. They're first in the East, American East. Sorry. I'm getting fatigued now. AL East. Okay, the AL East.
Okay, that's good. They're first in the AL East.
And they've just won 9 games in a row.
And they're playing.
Did you watch any of them?
I watched the one with you. What day was that?
That was a good win, though.
Yeah.
So they've won 9 in a row. It's been really great for my mental health as a Blue Jays fan for them doing so well. And they're 3 games ahead now in the AL East division.
Did you talk about your new hat?
What about talking about a hat?
Because of sports.
It is a new hat.
New hat.
I think it's pretty cool.
Ashioti.
And Raptors, they re-signed the extension on Pirtle. 3-year extension, pretty big bucks. So, underrated center, and there's only so many good centers to go around. So I think that's definitely good to sign him up. Remember, they traded him in the Kawhi trade, and they got him back.
But we did go with Kawhi that year, though.
Of course, but it was good to get him back, too. But Kawhi hasn't done much since, though.
Sensational.
SGA, Shea Alexander won the MVP, playoff MVP, and the MVP all season. He's also going to be on the cover of the new NBA game. And he's from Hamilton, Canadian. Did you get to see any of the finals? No. Halliburton hurt his ankle and he's out to complete next season from the Pacers.
Not good.
No. Achilles. And the hockey.
Hockey.
Sens re-signed Giroux. Can you remember Lars Eller on the Canadians years back?
Maybe.
A few years back. Well, we got him now. On Senders as well.
And are the Leafs going to win this year or what?
What about the Habs? You're the Habs fan. Do you have anything to add with the Habs at all?
Look at them, boys. I don't know. I haven't watched hockey in a long time.
Why not? Habs were in the playoffs this year. You watched the playoff hockey last year. You burn out?
A little bit, yeah.
It's good. Are you okay?
Yeah. It's good.
Books. What books are you reading?
Audiobooks. Not many right now. How about you?
You didn't. Not really. Did you listen to any audiobooks lately?
Nope. I still got one credit I get used to.
Yeah, definitely listen to something. If you're not reading, at least listen to something.
I'll try.
Oh my! Well, yeah. Well, I finally finished Making Lunch, and like I said, that was a definitely difficult read. But after the last, well, it was a while ago now. I went, sat down, and I finished it. It definitely pretty strange, some strange content, but it was definitely one of the classic novels of all time. I'm checking out.
And you read the first one of the Terra Nova. You want to read the second one, or you read the second one?
Bro, the second one is the one I just read, and it's in the back seat of your car.
Oh, it's in my car. So which one have you read?
The third one. There's three. There's third, and there's a fourth one that just came out.
Which one do you want to borrow? Any?
I'll get the third one from you soon.
Oh,
but I read the second one, and of course, our our good friend Mike Hickey.
You seen him, St. John's?
Yeah, he does the bit where he goes in between stories, and he does a story of his own. And the second one had a story by Chris Newell from here, and Alexander McIntosh had a story in the second book as well. It was really good.
Is it too close to home? Is the school right next to me haunted? Seems to be.
Well, there was an episode, Terranova episode, where they looked into that. It was pretty creepy. Worth checking out. Yeah, and some really cool stories. Definitely worth checking out. I'll read the third one eventually, and then, like I said, there's a fourth one out as well. So you should read those books. You own them. So make some time for yourself to read a book.
I read vegan books and financial stability books and how to deal with children books.
Well, read some narratives.
So
check it out.
Some skirts.
You own the book, so check it out.
What's a good one? What's good?
Another book, the one I just finished was Less Than Zero. Bret Easton Ellis, the guy that wrote American Psycho, wrote this one, and this is his first novel, and it was really cool. I recommend it. It's definitely towards the end it gets pretty hardcore. Not as much, so much as American Psycho, but it does get pretty hardcore, and it's definitely a great novel. I'm going to be reading the sequel to that one next. I got it ordered, so that's going to be cool to check out. And they did a movie. Not to talk about movies more, but it was a Less Than Zero movie I watched last night, and it was nothing like the novel at all. So it was like pretty much like an okay 80s movie, but the novel is excellent.
I just remembered I watched the whole series. I forgot about it. The Last of Us. You haven't seen it with Pedro in it, did you?
No.
Okay. It's got mixed reviews on season 2 because they don't really like the cast of it, but it was good. I liked it.
Why was it good? What did you like about it?
Well, I haven't played the video games, so that's probably half the reason why I like it, because people are like, it doesn't compare to the games and the characters, but Pedro's Pedro, and it's got good storyline, and I like it. And it's got like a... Have you played a video game?
No.
Or no, the...
I don't know
zombie
anything about
like
it.
You like zombie movies?
Yeah, a lot of times.
Zombie kill movies, so it's got a lot
Is it one of the... Do they say zombies, or do they stay away from calling them zombies?
They're not called zombies. Call it clickers, and...
Okay.
You'll see.
Well, it's worth checking out.
Yep.
Maybe I'll have to check it out.
And there's going to be 4 seasons altogether. They only got the second one done. But the guy who did the first 2 is not going to be doing the third one because of the bad reviews, but of the second season. But the main character, Ramsey, they got the best actor of the something or other.
And they were on Game of Thrones as well.
Yeah.
They both were on Game of Thrones.
I like to Pedro on that one too. But I want to give away what happened to Pedro on that one.
You want Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
No, we're not going to...
If you've never seen it, I'm pretty sure a lot of people...
Do you still recommend Game of Thrones? I don't. And it's so bad I don't even recommend it.
Don't watch the end. Just like I don't think I watched the end of Buffy. I'm like, Buffy never ended for me.
You won't accept that as reality.
No, Sarah Michelle Gellar still Buffy around doing Buffy stuff. Oh, right.
What are you gonna do?
Books. That was it. What was it? Shows. I thought I saw something else, but I can't remember.
Well, I guess we can end with talk about a bit about Trail Fest.
Trail Fest. You left a bit early. Got shut down. But yeah, it was a good time. Good show up. We had a little theme this year. We had Fiesta. And I usually just have like a hot dog barbecue thing, but this time we had nachos, tacos, tequila.
Still had your classic fries, but the nachos and tacos were a great addition. I had a lot of tacos. The fries were fantastic. You make the best fries.
Beast. And I was thinking about, should we do another theme next year, and should next year be the last one because it'd be 10 years. That's a lot of trouting. Nah, keep it going.
Yes.
All right.
So much fun.
And thanks again for our buddy Terrence Griffin.
Yeah, for performing.
Loves a bit of live music. And it was a good old time.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And Where have you been living? Until next time, stay tuned, stay happy, and stay healthy. Bye for now.
Yeah. Bye bye.